exciting Saturday evening, and we are excited to be back on the show. Yes, this is Ladies Lounge right here on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. My name is Tumi Ademojimi, and I am delighted to be back on the show. Hope Saturday is going great.
Oh God! Is the way she's the one telling the joke and laughing for me? Like,
because at the end of the day, if nobody laughs at your joke, laugh at it.
Before you look.
These are the issues.
But the excitement, you should go and view it. Yeah. All our social media platforms.
Yes.
It's a beautiful Saturday. We're excited to have you again.
Yeah, sure you don't chop breakfast. I've had breakfast and it was delicious. Cooked by me. That one that you talked of at first shall never be your portion in Jesus' name.
This month is the month of girlfriends and celebration.
Month of breakfast.
No,
have mercy.
Let nobody chop breakfast this month, please. And a lot is going on in the economy.
Breakfast free month.
Please, eat the one that will enter your stomach, not the one that will shatter your heart.
The one that will enter your soul.
Okay, I'm Tumi, by the way.
And I am Omajuwa.
My name is Folakemi, right?
Okay, so straight into today's conversation. Now, this was, when we saw it, it was actually very funny. But, on the second thought, we realized that it's something worth talking about, actually. So, we saw this post where somebody said that he or she does not, I think it's a lady. She said she does not owe her siblings anything. And for me, it's just interesting to find out that someone actually thinks like that. Now, while I don't want to judge her, while I want to think that maybe I don't like what she said, I also don't want to judge by thinking that she doesn't have a reason to have said that. I'm sure she had her own reason.
To say that there must be a reason. She must have done a lot, and now she feels like, it's a why no. I don't owe anybody.
Exactly. Anything. So that's why today it would be nice for us to talk about if you actually owe your siblings anything, or when you give them something, is it a gesture of love? Is it that you're paying your debt, or is it something else entirely?
Oh, so some people think it's paying your debt. No,
it depends.
Who did I owe the gbese?
If you think back, so this is it now. I'm glad you touched on that. If you think back and you say that there are people who, because of how they grew up, they had to be the one to send their siblings to school. So if at the end of the day I could not go to school because I had to send my younger ones to school, then they owe me. If I did not go to school and I used all my money to send
paying
them
the
to
debt
school.
now will be when I grow up, just making sure that I take care of you.
Now,
okay, that makes
you have
sense.
to take care of me. You owe me. In fact, all the money,
in that manner,
all the penny that you make.
In that manner,
no, but but do you really owe me all the penny you make?
I think it will be too much burden on a human being that did not make that decision of giving birth. And it got me thinking about the story that I treated last week on Family Matters, right? I felt so much for this man. And this man he's 39 years old, he's yet to be married. His girlfriend gave him ultimatum to set up the wedding before the end of the year, and then there's the sibling that's going for NYSC because he could not give the sibling funds to buy stuff for the NYSC. The sibling said he was cursed, all those kind of things. No, I was feeling for the guy, and it got me thinking about how, sometimes as a sibling, some siblings, especially firstborn, are made to be automatic parents that they did not ask for. It's a different ball game for you to say, I want to be a parent, or it's my own decision that led me to be a parent. Not like my parents are the parents, or just because I'm their firstborn, automatically.
So parenting on behalf of your parents.
Do you get it's unnecessary burden on an innocent being?
Well, for me, I think that is fortunate. I don't say unfortunate. It's the part of the world that we are, and then we are just responsible for one another, especially our siblings. But you see, this part of the world, they are the ones that came and said that Ajumobi Okotanu ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá rán sí ni òun ló ń ṣe ni lóore. Meaning the fact that we are siblings doesn't mean that I should have mercy on you or I should carry your burden or responsibilities. Whoever will carry your responsibilities must be someone that has been sent to you by God, and I don't have to be sent to you.
And there's a place of willingness. I want to do it. Not I must do it or I owe you.
Because at the end of the day, that you are the firstborn, the middleborn, or the lastborn doesn't mean that you'll be capable of carrying other people's responsibilities or
for me, I believe that even if one person had to sacrifice, and I think it should even go back to how people parent. I don't think I buy into the idea that somebody should not go to school and that person should now have to depend on the ones that went to school because for one reason or the other, he didn't go to school because of them. I believe that first, now we talk about family planning a lot. So let's plan the kind of family we want to have such that if one decides to not go to school, the burden is not on the ones that are going to school now. Because at the end of the day, when people start to make money, financial success comes with a lot of its own responsibilities. Because when you have money, you have more things to spend on. In fact, I think somebody said, the more you have, the more responsibilities that come in. So the fact that, so if somebody, something my mom always tells us that she doesn't want any sibling to depend on any sibling. All of you go and hustle. That's why till now, I won't call my mom or my dad or my sister or any of my siblings and then they'll feel like Tumi wants to ask for money. Because that's the way they told us that nobody should ever feel like they have to consciously carry another sibling's burden.
And this is not we trying to ignore the fact that we know that there are usually circumstances
that will call for it.
That might make children start being responsible. One of such is maybe unexpectedly one of the parents falls ill or one dies and all of that. We get that. But I think for me, the major point is just that no one should have to sacrifice their entire being just to make other people thrive, because that angle that you started with is why some people will feel like you owe me. And if I now decide as a person that I made it in life, I don't have your time, and that's where the enmity start brewing.
In fact,
the
enmity between siblings, this is even an angle we didn't even plan to touch, but it starts from places like that. So your mom has said, your sister is in the university.
Hi, went to me, Johnson.
Good to have you join us in the studio.
Why are we having you on a Saturday? Ain't you supposed to be in Anowambe?
No, it's just coming.
You can't come and see his
it's
girls.
Just coming from there. Thank you for coming, Chari. Okay, so it causes a lot of enmity between siblings because sometimes parents make children depend on each other.
Yeah.
Now understand that you should treat your children or train them to love each other. That place is very important. But do not train your children to consciously and wholly depend on their siblings. I don't know. I just feel like it leads to a lot of problems.
It keeps taking me back to firstborns. Like I feel these days, I feel so much for firstborns. There was a particular time that my friends were calling me. My sibling was my last born was calling me. At the end, a lot of people were calling me back to back that week. Just I feel so burdened. Like can I just breathe? Then I'm like, what about the firstborns? That this is what they have to constantly go through.
Because do you know this thing that the Yoruba calls Olowoko Otoshimefa? Like only one person out of 7 people
capable of doing
only
all
one
of
person.
This.
So
you
because
feel stressed,
pressured. Do you know the truth is nowadays I don't even think it's about firstborns anymore. Anybody in the family that is opportune to have more money than everybody else.
Or is perceived to have more money. But there's a difference.
See, I'm going there. And that's why I'm coming in with the entitlement angle. See, any one person in the family that, you're so okay, I don't understand. Is the one that is potentially the family carrier. So it now begins to have to receive calls from everybody. And then sometimes it doesn't just, because the issue...
Overwhelming. I pity them.
I mean, it can be overwhelming because at the end of the day, you have to take care of your own family.
You have a lot of issues to deal with.
Imagine that now I have extra 10 million naira and I have 3 or 4 kids. I'm thinking about the kind of schools I want to take my children to. I'm thinking about the kind of food, the kind of life we want to live, the kind of car I want them to.
Or maybe you even just made an investment in your business.
But a lot of
and you are
people
thinking that this month I just want to breathe and enjoy myself. Then you are carrying all the
family problems.
I'm like,
or maybe once a while, look and say, and I have this small money. Let me go on vacation with my family.
Please don't post
or let me change this, let me change that. And like this thing is like one of for once in a very blue moon.
Yeah.
And then your sibling now says that
billing time.
And because sometimes our mothers, shout out to all our mothers, but sometimes you have to pipe down on putting burdens on people. Yes, no banging of table. You have to put that burden on your
sibling,
on your
child.
children.
Okay, yeah.
As a mother, and you go like, make one bed one. You know the way our African mothers, Yoruba mothers say. I'm sure that even some other parts of the country also, some others also say that. Why don't we change the narrative and let it sound like everybody has to come together and help themselves individually? Not be say you go say, okay, but that mean a person where be say you get plenty money. You forgetting that, but that means human being. Forgetting that, but that means too we have his own down times and all of that. And even if they do, to shock your mouth. And now the bad part of that entitlement is that part of entitlement. When you go to your brother today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and then on the fourth time or fourth occasion, now you ask him something and he declines or says that, oh, let's see,
becomes a bad person.
That's when because someone always said to me that once you start to give someone something, the person will definitely keep coming
back.
One
of my
that's another problem with
that's
giving.
One of my fears.
That's another problem with giving.
Because sometimes it's not even because you do not have it or you are not willing to give that person at that time. You just think, if I give this person at this time, the
tomorrow,
person will keep coming back.
Next tomorrow they will have needs.
Yeah.
See, I'm a major believer of cut your coat according to your size. I believe that sometimes we run into financial issues and we need help. But I also believe that before those things come, how do you also spend? Because sometimes it is the very entitled people that will not be able to manage what they have.
They feel like they can get it back anywhere.
And because they believe that, Timatic pay, but I me buy. Timos can pay yawa la yeni and she for me. Oh, my salary send the to me. So because of that,
because some people call it blackmail also.
That's the thing. So people not believe that because of
blackmail,
that,
very very bad.
That singular thing that you know that the person will not hear and not act. You now continue to do that, and I believe that if you even act like that every other time, you might not even learn how to be responsible personally.
Because I think it comes back to understanding that I wish I can say it the way I would say it off here, but because we are on radio,
nobody owes
and
you.
the time
Nobody
is
owes you. Nobody
so
owes
let's say
you.
nobody owes you S. So I think when people have that kind of mindset that nobody owes you anything, it helps remove a lot of burden on a lot of people. I know that I don't have somebody coming to save me, so I'm struggling.
Exactly.
I'm working out to make sure that.
Honestly.
So even if I want to reach out for help, there's a way that we know the list of people that when they reach out for help, you know that it has gotten to the last point. It's really important. But some people.
I want to even digress. I honestly want to even digress. Somebody was telling me a story about how that. So this thing of. Okay, this thing of please I need money. So if I say please I need money, how would you know if you are borrowing me or it's for free?
I was cool.
Do you know that a lot of people do this thing? A lot of people do this thing.
Money.
Yeah.
Let me reply that one first. You need money till when? That'll be the first reply. Till when?
Some people do this thing where
all your story well, but I will ask you, are you asking me to borrow you?
Or you are asking me to dash you?
Yes.
But do you know that I don't think that we're supposed to be.
Nigeria.
That's the problem. I don't think that we're supposed to be asking the question. If you go meet somebody and you say, please, I need money till. Look, I have this thing I want to do. Please, I need the money. I feel like you should be the one to offer that you want to pay back.
No, not
I
offer.
don't think they
not
have
offer.
to.
No, not offer. They come Allah. If you are coming to somebody for money,
you have to be
and
able
you
to
have
tell
the intention to return it. Alpha to me, I feel get 20k till Tuesday. I feel get so amount ticking. So don't be putting the responsibility on me to be asking you when you are returning
exactly.
it.
You should
tell me the
And it
details.
should be like that also with siblings.
That's the thing.
And even
you understand?
you shouldn't
If
come
you're
to me
asking your sibling to say, oh, okay, give me this money. It's different. And if you know that you are asking to borrow, please do return.
And this
Very
angle that you
sports.
just brought in now, it gives some people the entitlement that even though I tell you that borrow me, no, if you see so amount till Tuesday, you feel like Shebi's my brother.
You will know that I will not
Shebi's
take
my
it.
sister.
But
I don't need to return
let me
it.
tell you what people don't know.
Take anybody
What people
for
don't know is that when you do that, you are literally blocking every other
But you know that for some
because
people,
the next time
you are blocking, but you are not actually blocking because they are your siblings.
But if
the family go always day.
But family get responsibilities, and let's just you know that there are times when somebody needs money from you, your sibling needs money from you, and you have something you want to use the money for. But because you know that this person is it credit, what do they call them?
Yes.
Like if they say they want to borrow, they will always
mean
pay
it.
back. You want to give that person, but you have another one that we know that the person will not even offer. I feel like there's courtesy in you even asking that. Oh, this amount you want to give me, don't worry. By today is Saturday, yeah. By Monday morning, I'm giving you back. So people will wait, and then when they now realize that you don't ask again, they will not now talk about it again. And I think that's
then they hope that it will die down.
And then they will not hope that it continues to go like that. So you not give them like 6 months space. That's why I see them. Please, Folake, please, can you give me?
In case you're just joining us, we love to read your own, maybe your personal experiences or some that you've heard from someone. How does it feel? Do you feel burdened? Do you feel burdened as the giver, or do you feel entitled as the receiver? Your siblings, how do you perceive it when you come to ask them for support or for help, especially financial, which is very, very sensitive. You see these financial issues between husband and wife, people don't discuss. Siblings, you don't discuss because you assume that I'll come in now, your meaning now, brother, me, me, auntie, me, and all of that, which is not so kind.
But these angles, we definitely have to touch on some of them. But let's go on this music break.
Yes.
Amazing song titled by arguably one of the best vocalists in Nigeria.
Okay.
Argue with your keypad, Chike, my baby. The song is titled Beautiful
Just in
People.
case you don't know Chike, my
Enjoy.
baby.
Chike,
our baby. We are coming back.
Chike. Don't be our baby. Okay, and we're back. It's still Ladies Lounge right here on Splash 105.5 FM, and the ladies are here. For me, I own my baby.
Oh, God.
For me, I own.
So you even know what's
I didn't even
my
know.
voice is that bad.
I didn't know
Your
that.
baby. You cannot catch your baby's voice anyway.
No, that song, my baby
That's
sound.
not a baby.
I mean, my baby does not sound like that.
Sound that
Please.
badly.
Please.
I don't feel any. I cannot be a baby.
Thank you so much. This is still Ladies Lounge on Splash 105.5, and we're ready to check out another angle considering the issue of the day.
Okay, so we're talking about husband and wife here. I think that was the angle we picked up on before we went on that break. Now, when partners borrow each other money, they often believe that my baby has money now. No,
Our money is our money. Sorry, your money is our
like
money.
I said last week, yeah, your money is our money. My money is for me.
I think this thing boils down on integrity. That's what they call omoluabi. When you say something, let us meet it that
Stand
way.
by
No
it.
matter what relationship you have with that person, uncle, if I borrow you, I borrow you.
Honestly, I mean, let the person say that. Don't worry. Yeah, I even like it when the person says, "Oh, don't worry about it." But you will now wait. So people, that thing.
Another angle for me is empathy and being sensitive, because oftentimes you feel like, oh God,
Scholarly.
because whether it's from the husband-wife angle, sometimes some women feel like, oh, you're my husband now, so you must take care of me, even though you know that maybe the business is not going so well, maybe you know that he just invested some money, maybe you know that his car eat somewhere, he just, you know, they just feel like you're my husband. So by that, you must provide whatever I need. So I feel once we are able to be more sensitive, we'll show more empathy. Even as siblings, you know that, yes, I need this money so bad, but if I ask for the first time and my sister says, but yeah, you should wait till next week, I should understand that there must be a reason why my sister is saying, not like I'll now start parrying and say, or start using emotional blackmail, you know. Yeah.
And understand that nobody in this life, I have not seen one person in this life that can be 100% there for you. And that's because we're all human beings. We have our overwhelming, situations and demands. We have personal responsibilities. Somebody, no matter how rich, my sister was just telling me about how she had a conversation with one of her uncles and how she did not, the man was just ranting to her that, Tumi, how are you? How are you even doing? And then it was like, I cannot believe that a lot of people have even put a lot of pressure on me and they know that I don't have money at the moment. This man, when my sister was telling me, I was actually laughing because it's someone that you would look at and say, oh, he has a lot of money. It was like, a lot of people are pressuring me. I don't have any money. A lot of things are going on in the country and it's affecting me. And my sister was like, wow. She was now, he was now ranting to her because he knows that she wasn't even reaching out to him for money. She was just checking on him like regular courtesy checkups and all.
And thank you. The angle that you just came in, you realize that most people that are perceived to be financially buoyant,
they don't have money.
And people that are even wealthy, like they are really wealthy, you realize that sometimes when you ask them for money, they tell you wait is also time
because they have their money tied up somewhere.
Do you get? It's not usually liquid out, or they tell you, reach out to this person. So. As much as you feel like, oh, this person has money, yes, it's good that you have people that have money in your family and everything. Yeah. But just remember that at the end of the day, they yes, you can say that they were graced, but they've also worked for their money. So give them that courtesy of, is your money at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I do not have whatever entitlement to it.
That thing helps you manage expectations, especially if you have people around you that have money. There's a way you manage your expectations. So this is it. You need 10 million naira. And then you think somebody will give you more than that. And then you reach out to this person and says, I can't have more than one. I don't have more than one. No. You will not feel like, oh, girl. 17 million lora. Sheko is like only 10 million. You will know that if he has it, he will give me. Even if he has and he's not giving me, you still not feel bad. You know this now they say that woman bojore or something. You will understand that if this person does not have it at this time, it's okay. But if they have it, it's also fine.
Well, another thing I want to say is that with you and I, whether we have money or we don't have money, we all have plans for our resources. There are times that you'd have said that, okay, this month I want to do this month I want to do this. I know that's not just some people that they are big on giving. They would have said, okay, this 20% is like my CSR and all of that. And maybe at the time you are coming to ask the person don't even enter 22% already and has exceeded that 20%. You should cut some people some slacks, and you should also let them know that they also have some eventualities and all of that. Some things might come up that is important to them also.
Yes.
So it's important for us to be considerate whether we are the one asking or we are the one giving. And I tell you that giving is very addictive. Go check it out. There are some times that even you that you are giving, you are doing it out of your own free will, or free will be out of your convenience, but because you are addicted to giving, you believe that you should just give. You believe that you are not El Shaddai. It's only God that is the almighty and all doing. Do you understand? So it's important for you, don't bang the table. It's important for you to always be conscious of that. So while you are giving, also be tactical about it. Don't give people instantly. When they're asking you for something, you can say, oh, can you give me some time? Can I go think about it? Because someone that you're always giving instantly, the day you say give me some time or come back later, you become enemies, and then it becomes disappointment for them, because I want to meet expectations.
Exactly.
So it's right for us to also balance these things with wisdom.
And like you said before, be a person of integrity. And when somebody borrows you money, at least offer to pay back. Me, that thing, I don't know. It's just a problem I feel like a lot of people have. A lot of people always play on the Shebiko Berry. I know Alana, Shebi didn't ask me. Ask. When am I sending it back? And they let the person say, don't worry. In fact, they'll feel good that you have asked them when you should pay back, so that they will know that next time you say you need money, this person, I trust this person enough to borrow.
No matter how rich that person is, nobody likes to be used. Nobody likes to be seen as the mugu.
You know something happened.
We are just
everybody's all
privileged. A friend of mine sent me 5,000 twice. He didn't know that the first one actually kicked in. So I was not like, you sent 2. So I was like, you sent me that 5K back. I was like, it will be 5K. But I did not even think about it. I sent it back immediately. It doesn't mean that next time you will not say, to me, this month, I want to give you more than that. But some people will say, even if 5K,
something like that happened to me with a client. I think they were supposed to pay me a particular amount of money, and then they paid a part of it, and they're supposed to balance me with about, I think, 40K, and then the person now sent 50K. And I was like, while I was thinking, she just said that, I'm not sure if I sent beyond this and all of that. Immediately clicked and I said, oh no, you paid 10,000 naira more. And she said, oh, this is my account number, please pay it back. In my mind, this one is a big word. I was happy that
you gave back.
There's some peace that comes with
you feel relief. Relief comes with
yes.
it. And I think clear communication is also key. And that will also come in when you're trying to set your boundaries with your friends, with your partner, with your siblings. I don't have money. I have money. When are you paying me back? Don't pay me back. Like, let these things be clear. In case that people cannot read signals.
And sometimes when you give people things out of your way, you should mention to that this thing was not convenient for me.
Yeah, I think giving people scenario makes them cherish
Omajuwa
the item more.
You know that a lot of people don't actually acknowledge the fact that you might even be lacking in that moment where you said, take this money. But people feel like,
I think I would like to wrap up by saying that as the giver, don't sacrifice yourself so much. to just to please people, even family,
Such that you don't feel empty at the end of the day.
yeah, because there's a saying that the how do they say it? The takers keep taking, is the giver that has to know the whatever. That's basically just saying that if care is not taken,
give with your head.
you just keep giving and giving until you realize that you've given so much more than you can actually afford. And if care is not taken, you might just find that you've lost yourself. And as the receiver too, I think I would say that understand that nobody owes you anything, and having that knowledge will guide you in not putting unnecessary burden, unnecessary pressure on other people. And also remember about that the fact that somebody sent you money when you ask easily does not mean that that's not probably the person's last kobo, and the person just feel like, oh, this person is important to me. And then there's some people that you ask them for, you they come to you, they ask you for 10k, and you send them 5k,
and then they say thanks.
They even rubbish it. They must say thanks. You even try. They just rubbish it, and then you might not realize the fact that at that point maybe that person had 6k or 500 naira in their account. So knowing that nobody owe you anything helps in appreciating little things. And I'm so sorry, I was going to say that as much as we talk about support system, right, one of the most dependable support system that one can have is the family, right?
Yes.
So it's good to have that family unit. It's good to be bonded, to care about how my sibling is doing and all of that. But remember that I am also a human being. I have to take care of myself too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, my own is that Oranjora. I don't know the end of it,
What
but
does that even mean?
Gift is a gift. Loan is also loan. So learn the difference and don't try to mix it, so that you'll be able to come back next time. Because if you lose the opportunity now, if you lose the opportunity now because you don't want to pay back, then you will not be able to come next time. And as much as I was saying that, you might not have it, don't drain yourself that you're giving. In giving, don't drain yourself. We're also saying that extend love. Yeah, be a lover person, be a love being. So give if you have, but when you don't have, don't overstretch yourself, because you don't know, anything can happen and you also need it. So you don't want to regret. You know, the times that you have given and then you are regretting it. That's what we're trying to avoid here. So when you don't have, try as much as possible to make the person understand.
It's okay to say no sometimes.
Exactly.
Okay. Emphasis on what they've said.
Oh God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you again. We always love that you're listening to us. And please drop your comments. We'd love to read from you.
Yes. At Splash FM 1055 live on Facebook. At Splash FM 1055 at Splash FM 1055 on YouTube. We'll be expecting
next week Saturday by 5:30. I am Omajuwa.
I am Folakemi Mighty.
Tumi. Bye bye.